Hello, everybody. I'm Hope, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Fate Stay Night. Fate. It's really cool. Previously, Saber got clapped by Kuzuki, and Kuzuki is kind of overpowered, just a bit, just a little bit. Also, Caster's like waifu. And Caster seems to have the hots for my man. My man. Anyway. So, my friend told me that I've missed out on a lot of Rin points. So, and the choices are very simple to make, or there's one choice where you get, like, points. I'm just gonna go back and do that. I hope no one gets angry about that. It's this one. I believe. Bibbidi. Just making sure, everybody. Okay, yeah, I guess that's the only option, is the one that gives a point. But I might live to bear the uneasiness. If I have to bear it, if Kuzuki-sensei turns out to be innocent, I'll just have to remove the curse on him with all my power. Alright. It should stop right when I get to a new spot, right? Wait. Oh my lord. I'm just gonna go back and make this choice later to get that extra Rin point. So for now, let's just continue from actually where I left off, you know? Everyone watches in astonishment. Not just me and Osaka. Even Caster, who should be overwhelmed with victory, watches her master in astonishment. Saber's quick charge to Kuzuki's counterattacks, from the nightmare-like neck grab to the perfect throw that fascinated even us. Saber doesn't move. She was thrown by her neck and smashed back first into the wall. The wound on her neck should be fatal. Even worse, she hit the wall with such speed. I don't think it killed her, but I'm sure she won't be able to move. At the very least, Saber will stay on the ground until her wounds on her neck and body heal. I murmur without realizing. Even though his fists are strengthened using Caster's magic, Kuzuki is only human. Who could possibly think that he would be able to overwhelm a servant in hand-to-hand combat? The lean figure turns. Yeah, we never really considered that as an option. He just proved that to us. So, that Rolls is the one to fight and one to support are reversed. Yeah, enemy, Kuzuki stares at Tosaka. A threat to him would not be Saber, but Tosaka, who is able to attack from a distance. That's why he won't attack us. He fully knows that letting a Magus fight a Magus would be the most sure way to a kill. She's embarrassed. You scolded her a little bit. Why is she so, like, submissive around Kuzuki? Like, what the hell is their relationship? Kuzuki silently nods and walks toward us. Caster faces Saber behind him. Oh yeah, that's easier said than done. Tosaka slowly retreats while glaring at Kuzuki. A battle between a magus and a fighter is a fight for distance. Even though Kuzuki has monstrous fighting techniques, he has no magic resistance. Therefore, we can win if we cast something. We win if we manage to cast a spell before he reaches us. Kuzuki faces Tosaka and does not move. Caster is walking towards the wall where Saber is smashed. That action is a mistake. That's an opening I can take advantage of, so now... Okay, cool. Cool. Now I'll go back and get that point. There we go. Now that's what I call a poggers moment. Alright. So, thinking logically, going to help Saber is like asking to get executed. Seriously? That just makes no sense to me. So we'll protect Tosaka, because our long-range user is going to be imperative to this fight. I'll protect Tosaka. Saber isn't dead yet. Even though Kuzuki was an unexpected monster, Saber hasn't lost yet. And besides, Caster shouldn't be able to finish Saber off. I put strength into my grip. I glare at Kuzuki so as not to miss even his blinking. The instant he faces Tosaka, I slide myself in between them. Knowing Tosaka, I bet she'll jump instantly to the side to shoot Kuzuki. He's fast. There's no time to do so. It happens in an instant. The instant I think Kuzuki's body wavered, he's in front of Tosaka. She's astonished. Tosaka instantly points her hand at Kuzuki, but the right hand that almost pierced Saber's neck strikes Tosaka right in her chest. Oh my god! You just knocked all of the air out of her body. Time stops for Tosaka. She's hit right in the center of her body and has her breath stopped. That's it. As she cannot breathe, she cannot cast her spell, and as most of her ability as a mag is cut off. She managed to instantly jump back, so the attack only stopped her breath. But the neck attack, even though she jumped back, it's only about a meter or so. Such a distance. It's not even considered a retreat against Kuzuki. I move in between them. Using my wooden sword as a shield, I face Kuzuki who's about to attack Tosaka. That's the way. That's the way, Shiro. You're about to get... Ugh, he thrust his fist. I can't see it. How did Saber avoid such a... Oh! I desperately protect my left side. And this... Dude! I hear a heavy sound and the sound of my wooden sword breaking. I see Kuzuki getting ready for his next attack. I'll die. I feel it instinctively. My strengthened wooden sword was like metal. Yeah, this dude's like Kirei in the fact that he can stop a person's heart with one punch. If he can destroy it in one blow, he can destroy any part of my body. I can't stop him. Tosaka's coughing painfully behind me. I can't see his attacks, and my only weapon was destroyed. His fist accurately goes for my temple. Miyashiro will die from that hammer-like attack. Deus Ex Archer, please! Having my head smashed off, I would probably splatter a rain of blood and brains. I'll die if I don't stop it. A weapon. I can't match him. I'll need a strong weapon to make up for the vast difference in our powers. It closes in on my brain. Please, project the yin and yang swords. I imagine myself dying. No, if that happens, I'll die if I can't stop it. A weapon. I need a weapon. A weapon that he can't destroy. Not a quickly furnished weapon like a wooden sword, but a proven, strong weapon. The finest quality at that. A weapon undeserved by me. Yes! The weapons he carries would surely... Ah, yeah! Oh my god, is it every time a trace on happens, it's like the best moment. Then I'll make them. I'll make them even if it's impossible. I'll make them no matter what the consequences may be. I make myself believe that strengthening and reproduction, things that already exist and things that do not already exist, are similar. That's right, there's no time to think. Fake them, no matter what. It does not matter if something is destroyed in the process. I don't care even if it's just a fake. Hurry! Forget everything. Don't I know that I'm not the only one who will be killed? If I can't stop it, Tosaka will! Projection, baby! That spectacle. Tosaka speaks out for me. A deep voice. Is that Kuzuki's voice? Something might have happened to my ears as I can't hear properly. No, not only my ears, but the senses of my limbs are too weak. That must have took a lot out of you to project it. Only my right eye is functioning. I watch the approaching fist. I observe as someone else's action blocks the attack. My arms are about to rip off. Even though I have no feeling, I hear my nerves tearing off. Whoa, who blocked it though? In my hands are his twin swords, Yang sword Kancho and Yin sword Bakuya. The names of the swords, even though they're haphazardly reproduced, the swords still present their existences to the wielder. But I'm sorry, I can't project you guys perfectly with my skills. Ah, they broke. Yeah, understandable, but for a first try, it's impressive. We spring apart. The twin swords that parried 30 attacks break as if saying they cannot take any more. Okay, so he must have absent-mindedly, with only instinct alone, parried 30 times until they broke. That's still pretty durable. It's not because they lost against Kuzuki's fists. The swords disappeared because I couldn't maintain their image. Okay, fair enough. Kuzuki's like, oh, huh. The twin swords must have been unexpected, as Kuzuki shows hesitation for the first time. Then, a strong wind is created in the intersection. Oh, she's back. I look toward the wall. Waifu back. Saber must have healed as she is standing up. Caster's backing away from her. Yes, that's why it was a mistake. Even though she was defeated, Saber still had her powers. So there's no way Saber, who has powerful magic resistance, could be cornered by Caster. It is Kuzuki's role to finish Saber off, but Caster made a mistake. She must have been planning something, but that extra thinking caused her to lose out on her perfect chance. Kuzuki retreats. He stands as if to protect Caster and... Okay, we just got extremely lucky. The only reason we live is because of Caster's blunder. He makes a precise decision. Oh my. That is awesome. We gotta give some respect to Saber, man. Saber's awesome. Like, genuinely, when a guy like Kuzuki, who's OP as fuck, says he underestimated her, oh yeah. Kuzuki's right. Saber was cornered because Kuzuki's techniques were too odd, but that's only up to now. I can't cope with it no matter how many times I receive them, but Saber's already used to the attacks. The main point of a tactic is not to have concrete shape. Even though they are strong, Kuzuki's attacks are too odd, so they have easily seen through. Therefore, they must be fatal on the first strike. That is the difference between a technique that is trained to an art, and an action that is trained to the utmost limits. Yeah, this like filter thing is odd. Is it supposed to simulate like the numb, sharp pain in his body? Who was that directed at? Oh, she disobeyed. Caster's robe flutters as she finishes. Oh. Okay. She kidnapped Saber? There's nothing after that. The bluish-purple robe circles Kuzuki, and as if through sorcery, they disappear without a trace. Okay, they just went. Fair enough. I cannot believe we're alive. Yeah, we're in a rock and a hard place right now. After Caster and Kuzuki disappear, without caring for her wounded chest, Tosaka grits her teeth in regret. Alright, Tosaka, you have a lot of willpower to take one of those and be up right now. But we can't just rush the Ryudo Temple, because Saber needs to be fully healed to take on Assassin. And we could bring Archer for Caster, I guess. But then we have Saber, I mean, Rin and Tosaka have to deal with Kuzuki. So yeah, everyone has to do a battle here. It's gonna be a tough one. I understand how Tosaka feels. Since we attacked them, Kuzuki will now stay in the Ryudo Temple, so we will have to go attack their territory if we are to defeat Caster. But the Ryudo Temple has a gate watcher called Assassin, and Kuzuki and Caster aren't easy enemies either. We'll lose if we just attack recklessly. But we have to go to the Ryota Temple if we want to defeat Caster.
リン、忠告しますが、あの寺はサーバントにとって鬼門です。アーチャーを動員したところで、力押しでは勝機は薄い。
No, what are we supposed to do?
私だってあの山がどれぐらい変化ぐらい分かってる。悔しいからってすぐに追いかけたりしないし。
We need to have a strategy
あなたの
meeting.
マスターを強攻策になんか巻き込まないわ。では、キャスターを撃つのは諦めると。
No.
冗談。やられっぱなしは性に合わないし、何よりキャスターは放っておけない。
She asks me by looking at me. Saber must have followed Tosaka's example, since she looks as if she's asking me whether that is the case.
当たり前だ。いつまでもあの二人を放ってはおけない。キャスターは魔力集めをやめないだろうし、マスターであるクズキも止めないと言った。竜道寺にはアサシンもいるようだけど、キャスターのマスターであるクズキを倒せばことは済む。
So Kuzuki's the main goal here.
そうね。クズキ先生がおとなしくレイジを消させてくれるとは思えないけど、とにかく取り押さえればなんとかなる。
Could just chop his arm off.
当面はこっちも作戦を立てるしかないわけだけど。
Then, I don't know why, but Tosaka suddenly...
それよりエミヤ君、さっきのは何？あなたの魔術
Yeah, we kind of just pulled that out of her ass. I'm not saying that as in like a bad critique. I'm just saying it was like just an impromptu like ass pull. He's like, I don't know what to do. I need to get the swords. She asked me with a serious expression. Anyway, let's take a look at... There we go. Yeah, Tosaka's doing good. If I remember, Saber was at 5 bars to get her true ending. So we only need a couple more Ren points. I wonder if we're gonna need some Saber points as well. If I had to take my guesses, I would say that the Sakura and Ilya point meters are for Heaven's Feel. So I need to make sure that I get some Saber points then, I think. Because it could be another situation where Saber could really be our clutch if we're close enough. I mean, obviously Tosaka needs to get to a high affection because it's her route. So hopefully we can get there. I know I technically cheated by having one of the points told to me that I should go back and do. But I mean, you know, it just saves time later. Does she mean reproducing Archer's swords? Well, I'm still surprised myself, but I don't think she should glare at me for it.
黙ってないで答えなさいよ。前に言ったわよね。俺が使える魔術は強化だけだって。
Yeah, do not, you're kind of in the dead zone if a woman thinks you've lied to her. Like, holy shit.
いや、そうだけど、初めにできたのが東映で、そっちは効率が悪いから強化にしろって教えられたんだ。
Yeah.
あれ、
It's...
こんなの言わなかったか、俺。
It's definitely odd, or not odd, I just lost my train of thought. It's definitely awesome that Nasu put that in the Fate route itself, that his first attempt at magic was projection, and Kiritsugu told him, Nabi, that shit's friggin' dumb. So it makes sense that he'd be able to use it, even if he's an inefficient magus. I'm sure that the anime probably doesn't explain that, and people are just like, oh my god, he's such an asspull character. I could definitely see that happening.
言ってない。頭にくるぐらい聞いてない。
She glares at me. I don't know why, but Osaka's really pissed.
じゃあ聞くけど、あなた、東映魔術は今回が初めてじゃない
Probably
の
my
ね。
second time, really.
ああ、そうなるかな。強化の鍛錬に失敗した時、仕切り直したのによくやってた。でも、さっきみたいに役に立つものを投影できるわけじゃない。なんていうか、外見は似せられるけど、中身は空っぽだったんだ。
中身は空っぽ？何？外観だけしか複製しないってこと？
For now, anyway.
いや、ちゃんと中身も考えてはいるんだけど、うまくいかなかった。だから自分でも驚いてる。イメージしたものは本物には及ばないんだけど、さっきのは真に迫ってたからな。
じゃあエミヤ君、あなたは強化より先に投影を習得したってこと？
I believe that's the case.
習得っていうより、それしかできなかったんだって。 親父
Yeah,
は
he only just
それじゃ
barely
何の
got good
役
at
にも立たない
strengthening,
から
or was able to do it,
目
I mean.
先を変えて強化にしろって。
そうね。私でもきっとそうさせたわ。
I really like the fact that projection is like an underdog magic that like no one uses.
でもおかしな話よね。アーチャーの剣をあれだけ長時間複製できるくせに。
They're connected! They're connected somehow! Oh my god. Okay. If this isn't more proof that these fuckers are connected, then...
属性が限られているのかな。汎用性はないけど、ある事柄に関してのみ優れた魔術師ってのもいるし。
Yeah, you put all of your points into projection. The skill tree that you got was basically... endurance and projection. You got a couple charisma points in there. A lot of, like, bonus cooking points, if that was even a stat to consider. She does not even look at me.
とりあえず今日は帰りましょう。セイバーも自己回復に魔力を使ったようだし、休ませてあげないと。
And she goes home like that. There's no one at the house. The hallway is dead silent. That's creepy. My ears might still be screwed up as I can't even hear my own footsteps. The numbness in my limbs won't go away, and I don't feel like I'm stepping on the ground. Surprised that I can still walk in this condition, I go with Saber to my room. Yeah, I think that's the best idea. I'll talk to Saber once we get to my room.
いいえ、私の方は問題ありません。回復のために魔力を消費しましたが、まだ十分に補えるレベルです。それよりシロ、あなたの方こそ、
Yeah,
体に
we're
異常はないのですか?
feeling some weird effects.
いや、別に大丈夫だぞ。まだ手足が重いけど、筋肉痛みたいなものだし。
わかりました。ですが、もし体が痛むようでしたら、声をかけてください。
セイバーこそ、何かあったら起こしてくれ。
Oh, that's so sweet.
夜食でも何でも作る。
I can't provide magical energy for her, so all I can do is make some food to cheer her up.
シロ、くれぐれも無理はしないように。
Yeah, she's concerned. Oh, Saber. Saber goes to the next room.
そうだな。おとなしく寝るか。
I set my futon down and lay on it. My limbs are a bit numb. It might be the effect of magic I'm not used to doing, as I feel like I'll pass out if I let my guard down. I guess I'm tired. The ringing in my ears annoys me, but I think I could still get a good night's sleep. Really, the day ends there? Oh. Oh. Dude, we're going into cardiac arrest. Oh no, what's happening? I squeeze the futon. It feels like hot metal is coming out my throat. Every muscle, every bone in my body is messed up. I hear a grinding sound with my numb ears. The sound of creaking bones is coming from... What? Bro, what the what don't they like? My bones are twitching as if to complain to me, and my ribs are shaking as if to burst out of my body. Pain runs throughout my body. My whole body is pushed down by a great force, but the pain is coming from within. It's condensed in a small place, but the contradiction is that my body's expanding. On top of my futon, I wiggle around like a bug and try to bear the unknown pain. My brain's burning. My brain must not be able to endure the pain, as it's like a sauna now. I don't care if this is a compensation for magic over my level, or if this is the abnormality, Saber was talking about. But for some reason, I don't want to ask Saber for help. I don't want to worry her, and I have to be responsible for what I did. I suppress my moaning as I sweat. The The clock I look at with my vague mind says it's not yet midnight. I should be able to escape this pain if I sleep, but I'm sure the pain will wake me up even if I do. Oh, dude, this is exactly me when I was going through that stomach virus, man. Like, you want to sleep so bad, but the intense pain is so excruciating that you can't. All you can do is focus on the pain. I'm going into a daze. My mind's boiling up. The pain should go away once the sun comes up, but until then, I have to bear this pain for about 7 hours, and this fact by itself seems like a bad dream. Dude, I feel you, Shiro. I'm sure that what you're going through is, like, immensely more painful than what I went through, but good God, I have never had a stomach bug that painful in my life, and I've had a lot of stomach bugs. Alright, next day. Oh, interlude, please be the Shinji stuff. I want to see what happened. Are we in the worm pit? Oh, that's just fucking peachy. Did not expect this. Wow. The place is not too pleasant for him. Frustration and delusion, envy and jealousy. This place, permeated with emotions, is like a cursed room. Yeah, no kidding. It should have been his, but this room was never used for him. It was only used for Sakura and, well, Kirei I don't think was canon. I'm pretty sure he was just, So technically, if you don't count that, then this is only ever used for Sakura. Maybe other mottos that Zoken did, but... This is all his delusion. A stranger's child spent a few years in here and threatened the motto blood for a long time. That's the only past he knows. His father never said anything, but his grandfather told him a bit of what happened here. His father did not choose him and decided to kill off the motto blood, but his grandfather wished for the revival of the motto family. That's why he has no feelings toward his father. His father taught him existence and failure. His grandfather taught him superiority and privilege. Thinking about what his mother gave him, Shinji laughs. First of all, women are not needed at the Motto household. He heard that his mother is some carrier, but she must have become useless after giving birth. He can bet on it that he'll find what used to be his mother in this room. Are you what? But he has no intention of searching for such a thing. First of all, he does not want to see that which gave birth to his unskillful body. The basement is filled with decay. Strange worms are wriggling around deep within the dark. There should not be any more nutrition to suck out of here, but the worms are still living here in this underground training area. No. From the beginning, this place has been used not to raise people, but to raise bugs. What can be seen inside the dark are swarms of bugs with black wings. Even the shadows on the walls must be black bugs. And it all, a gold man unsuited to its lowest pit is there. Gil? Dude. Oh, are you serious? Kirei gave this piece of shit Gilgamesh? That's awesome. The golden man, Archer does not look at his master and just stares into the darkness. If I know anything, Gilgamesh is not gonna like you. Talking in delight, he walks toward Archer. Archer finally notices his master. The red eyes move. Gilgamesh commands respect, but I don't think he particularly likes a pushover like this. Shinji's pressured by the red eyes, but he still approaches Archer. Even if Archer may be on ominous existence, he is only a servant. Therefore, he maintains his arrogance against Archer. He shows leniency, but he still displays that he is the stronger one. Oh, you have no idea. Dude, Kirei just wants this to be one of the most entertaining things of all time. Something horrible is gonna happen to Shinji in one way or another, and Kirei's just gonna be there to take a snapshot and laugh at it. Post it to his Twitter. Oh yeah, if I get the grill, I might consider thanking him. Joyful laughter echoes through the room.
それじゃあ始めようか、アーチャー。もう人目を気にする必要もないんだ。手っ取り早く殺しまくってさ。
There's like
じゃんじゃん魂を食べて強く。
there's a bunch of humans down here.
そうしたら次はあいつらだ。目障りなセイバーを潰してエミヤにお礼参りをしないと。
He pats Archer on the shoulder. Archer watches as if something unpleasant is touched. Yeah.
何？ほら、行くって言ってるんだよ、アーチャー。どこの英雄だろうが。サーバントってのは
No.
マスターの命令には絶対服従なんだろ。
Archer put him in his place. He must have imagined himself. I have no words. He must have imagined himself Saber and letting his friend crawl on the ground. He orders Archer in high spirits, but the golden man does not move.
Shinji. お前は正解というものを理解していない。
Wow. Gilgamesh, you're speaking in a very soft manner. I can barely hear any arrogance in it either. And he says his master's name for the first time.
No.
聖杯が欲しいのなら他のマスターなど放っておけ。連中
The
は
vessel.
所詮生贄に過ぎん。真に聖杯を手にするというのなら先に
They are basically only sacrifices.
先に抑えておくべきもの。
The boy, Mato Shinji, looks at his servant. His feet are moving back unconsciously, and he has let go of Archer's shoulder.
まずはそれを手に入れようか。俺は聖杯を手に入れるためにお前に力を貸している。我らにとって共通の目的は
It is
聖杯だけだ。
odd to hear such a calming Archer. Usually Gil has that arrogant voice, but it feels natural right now.
お前の気持ちはわからんでもないが、復讐は気持ちがいい。快楽を求めるのは人の証だ。するべきことを済ませたのなら、お前の遊びにも付き合おう。
Okay, so this implies that Shinji wanted to I'm not gonna say it because I don't want YouTube to delete my channel again. Blank Saber. If that's the case, it was heavily implied that he had blanked Ryder as well. Shinji's a great character. I really like his character. But he's easily the scummiest person in this visual novel. Yeah, Gil is abhorrent. Kirei is an evil bastard, and Zoken is just some gross motherfucker. But this is just something I can't condone. I know Gilgamesh is fine with blank as well, but I don't know. I feel like Gilgamesh has more class than someone like Shinji, who's an impudent little fuckboy that deserves nothing but perilous death down a flight of stairs in which worms devour his body within a dark, pitched room where his carcass just grows into a reeking stench of flesh and mold. Alright. Archer smiles for some reason, sensing something even evil in it. Shinji finally feels uneasiness about the servant's identity. The 8th servant, a heroic spirit that should not exist. The strongest king of heroes, said to have existed since the last Holy Grail War.
そういえば聞いてなかったね。
Name? Shinji speaks, still trying to preserve his superiority.
聞けば答えるぞ、マスター。
Okay. Gil's gotta have an ulterior motive. There is no way he's gonna be this subservient to a scumbag like Shinji. There's gotta be an ulterior motive.
お前の望み、聖杯を手に入れたらさ、お前はどうしたいんだ？
Oh, he doesn't have a wish, he belongs to him, that's all. It's a natural question. A heroic spirit that is half mortal and has all the treasures in the world. What can this man possibly wish for
な
now?
んだ、そんなことも知らなかったのか。
Archer says so with surprise. His face is smiling as if he found a small happiness.
我は豪勢なものを許す。 装飾カビなど
Oh my!
最もめでるべきものだ。だが余分なものに与える意義などない。
Dude, Gilgamesh ASMR though. He has a calming voice.
余分な
昔の話なのだがな。10人の奴隷を選び、その中でいなくとも良いものを殺そうとしたことがある。
What?
はみんな奴隷なんだろ
They all
う
killed
なら
each
全員
other?
殺したんじゃないの
いやいや、それがな、
Oh,
一人も殺せなかった。
but times have
いかな民
changed.
族とはいえ、無駄なものなどいなかったのだ。
It seems that Gil genuinely cared for his subjects, even his slaves. He shrugs his shoulders ironically and steps forward. A deeper darkness. He raises his foot over the dark
だ
shadow.
が、この世界には余分が溢れている。10人どころか、1000人という人間を選んだ。
That's why he latched onto Kirei so much.
殺せない人間など出てきまい。まったく恐ろしく人間に優しい世界になったものだ。
Yeah. Honestly, the world hasn't changed much though. Just look at current events. Ah, humans.
わけわかんないな結局何が欲しいんだ
Oh
よ
no.
アーチャーお前だって欲しいものがあるから聖杯を手に入れようって言うんだろ
Archer does not answer. The golden man does not even turn to his master and
簡単な話だ。多いということは、
a lot of something is
それだけ
ugly
で
by
気
itself.
色が悪い。
Lowers his raised foot into the darkness. A smashing sound. On the ground are numerous smashed bugs with more swarming around. Interlude out. What did he mean by that? I wonder. Unlimited Blade Works. Day 10. Strike Lovers.
朝だ。
I slowly opened my eyes. The night that felt like it'd last forever has ended.
よかった。
No dream.
体の痛みなくなってる。
I don't know if I could not bear the pain anymore or if the pain went away at some point. Anyway, I feel no pain and I don't feel sleepy nor tired. My head is cleared up as I managed to get about 3 hours of sleep.
よし。じゃあ朝飯作るとするか。
I get up from the sweaty futon. Then, as soon as I get up, my left foot slips. Yeah, you can't even move. I touch my left foot, thinking it's strange. There's nothing wrong with it. There's no pain or blood. I don't feel like I'm touching my leg. I don't feel anything on my left leg or my left arm. I try pinching the left side of my chest and again, feel nothing. I guess my body hasn't fully healed yet, even though the pain went away. The whole left side of my body is numb and it doesn't feel like it's my body. I think something like this happens frequently.
土蔵で寝違える時だ。腕を下敷きにしちまって起きたら血が通ってな
Oh,
かった
dude,
んだ。
I use my arm as a pillow all the time. Yeah, that. This is like the numbing one gets from having the blood circulation to a limb cut off temporarily. Well, it moves fine, so it should heal in time. It reacts slowly, and it feels like I'm moving it using a controller, but it shouldn't hinder my everyday life if I'm careful. I refrained from using a knife this morning and make a simple breakfast consisting mainly of bread. I mean, bread is always delicious, so... My dominant hand, the right hand, is good, so I can use the frying pan. I cook some ham and eggs, instant clam chowder, and make breakfast for 3. Everything but the clam chowder sounds fine enough.
いただきます。
いただきます。
The two bow and dig into the toast. Saber eats the toast and salad like always, munching and nodding. Yeah, it's interesting to see Saber using chopsticks, but Western food suits her more. Saber's usually quiet. It's not that she's untalkative, but it seems like she considers silence a virtue. So this is how she is during meals. It's easier for me to stay quiet during meals, so a meal like this is ideal for me.
あれ
Then I realized why it's so quiet this morning. In a word, there we go.
で、あれ何今朝はフランス
Fujine didn't stay over last night.
そうだよ。今朝はフランスはカフェマルリー風にしてみました。
I give Fujine her mug.
その割にはそこはかとなくインスタントの匂いがするよ、シロ。
F. Listen, I cooked for you anyway.
気のせいだ。起きたばっかり。行かないんだろ。
言われてみればそうかも。あ、セイバーちゃんもおはよう。昨日は帰れなくてごめんね。
Fujine gulps down the hot clam chowder like some kind of sports. Oh, that's nasty, bro. I bet there's some special coating on her throat. Ugh!
おはようタイガー。昨夜は姿が見えませんでしたが、何かあったのですか？
うん、ちょっとお仕事じゃないか。
I love how Saber can call her Taiga.
それも昨日で終わったから、今日からはまたのんびりできるなり。
She puts margarine on her bread while she's speaking. It doesn't really matter, but Fujine doesn't use butter. I can ask her why, but I don't want to since I'm sure I'll get a stupid response. Hey,
なあ、藤根、入院したやつで重症なのは何人ぐらいいるんだ？
重症な子はいないよ。今は病院で様子を見てるだけで、週が明ければみんな元気に登校できるって。だから大丈夫よ、シロー。今回の事故は気にしないで、気楽に行っていいんだから。
Fujine bites into her toast. She looks so carefree that looking at her makes me feel like I can trust her.
そっか、それはよかった。
そうそう。世はすべてこともなし。私も今日の夕ご飯を楽しみにしてるのだ。
She has a peaceful smile. Yeah, at times like this, she reminds me that Fujine is Fujine.
それじゃあ行ってくる。今まで通り留守番よろしくな、セイバー。
はい、それはいいのですが、シロー、台所に食事の作り置きがないようでしたが、今日
Cutie.
は昼食抜きなのですか？
ん？あ、いや、今日は土曜だから早く帰ってこれるんだ。少し遅く
Aw,
だけ
she's
ど
gonna be so happy.
昼飯
She'll
時に
be
は
so
戻ってくるから。
happy.
そうですか。シロー、そういうことはきちんと言ってもらわねば困ります。どうも今朝のシローは気が緩んでいる
No,
よう
I'm
です。
fine, man. No, we're
反
good.
応も鈍いですし、何か気がかりなことでもあるのですか？
あ、いや、別にないぞ。昨日の今日で体がまだ重いけど、こんなのすぐに戻る。
The left side of my body is still numb, but it doesn't hurt, so there's no problem. I can't tell Saber about such a thing and worry her.
まあ、確かに悪かった。食事はセイバーの唯一の趣味だもんな。謝罪の意味も込めて、昼飯は5銭にするから、それで帳消しにしてくれ。
I wave goodbye and go to the door.
何か今の言いようは納得いきません。
Yeah, no kidding, because you're not supplying her mana.
力が出せないと。
いいからいいから。それじゃあ留守番よろしくな、セイバー。
I leave Saber's complaints behind me.
なんだ、思ったより疲れるな。
I touched my numb left leg. It didn't happen when I was in the house, but I started feeling sick once I start walking. Even though it doesn't affect any of my movements, it's a big mental burden to walk with a numb body.
いや、これぐらい我慢しないと。この程度、二人に比べたらどうってことないんだから。
Even though she healed up, Saber got her throat cut and was smashed against a wall. Osaka took that hammer-like blow to her chest. It should be nothing for me, as I didn't actually take a hit.
さて、
I step out with my numb left leg and start walking down the hill. I feel slightly nauseous. I walk to school with ghost-like steps. Then, school's over before I notice it. It might be because of my body, but I don't have a sense of time. I don't remember anything about the lectures, and I'm not too sure what I did either.
まずいかな、やっぱり。
Bit, just a bit, you know. The left side of my body is still numb. My man's having a stroke. Even though I don't feel anything, having it numb for so long gets me worried.
なんか感じないくせに重くなってきた気がするし。
The nausea won't go away either, and of course, Kuzuki wasn't at school.
帰ろう。セイバーもお腹減らしてるだろうし。
Yeah, let's go make her some food. Something's gonna happen on the way home, I presume. I grab my bag to go home. I think I've forgotten to do something, but I should remember once I go home and rest. I remember when I walk up the hill with my numb left leg.
そういえば、遠坂と
Aw,
話をす
man.
るの忘れてた。
Forgot about it since I had my hands full with my body and since my head was spaced out. Well, I'm sure nothing big happened since she didn't come see me. Considering my condition, I can contact her once I get better.
ただいま。
I announce myself loudly and head to the kitchen. I put the food I brought in the refrigerator, wash my hands, and put on my apron. I'll be making codfish pot tonight, so I'll use some meat for lunch. I'll think about making teriyaki chicken and start getting ready.
シロ、 帰ったのですか？
Saber must have heard me as she comes in front of the porch.
遅くなってすまない。すぐに飯にするから休んでいてくれ。
Crap! I dropped the dish in my hand since I was preoccupied with Saber.
シロ、食器が割れています。
皿を割るなんて初めてだ。
I'm surprised as well, so I respond stupidly.
すぐに片付けるから、セイバーは気にせず座っていていいぞ。
Oh, Shiro, man. Something's not right. I pick up a piece. Ah! I drop it.
疲れているようですね、シロ。いいです。片付けは私がしますから。シロは調理に専念してください。
Saber the maid. I'm gonna presume there's a lot of fan art of that. I guess trying to pick it up with my left hand was a mistake. Well, that's a good lesson. My left hand is still numb, so I'll be really careful when using the kitchen knife. I would say.
シロ、無理せずとも結構ですから、単純な料理をお願いします。気を入れてくれるのも
Blood in our meat, oh my lord.
料理にあなたの血が混ざっているというのは困る。
I don't want that either. I'd be a failure as a cook.
了解。気合を入れるのは夕飯にして、昼は簡単なもので済ますよ。とりあえずメインはそのまま。予定していたかぼちゃと大根は自重するけどいいか。
I take 200 grams of chicken, put it on the cutting board, and carefully ready my fork. I have to make the main dish with care because of what I told Saber this morning.
はい。期待しています、シロ。
Saber replies as if she can sense my enthusiasm. I'm more enthusiastic now. I'll poke some holes first with the fork and...
ピンポン。
It's probably Tosaka.
シロ、来客のようですが。
そうみたいだな。ちょっと出てくる。
Kuzuki's at the door. Bang!
はい、今出ます。
I jog to the door. It's rare for someone to come visit at this time. Fujine doesn't ring the bell, and she has a spare key. I don't have many guests, and since there aren't that many houses around, I don't have many
誰
neighbors.
だろう。
Well, it's not anyone hostile since my father's boundary field doesn't ring, so I bet it's something from Fujine's place. Someone.
はい、どなたです。
I open the door. Then... My mind freezes. We stare at each other silently. Well, I'm just dumbfounded, but Tosaka looks angry.
遠坂。なんで。
定時連絡。エミヤくんがすっぽかしたから。
Man. She wanted her Shiro time.
そりゃ確かに遠坂と会うのを忘れてたけど。
Hey, you're supposed to get the hint, dude. You gotta spend time with her, you fuck. Saka glares at me silently. This is bad. I don't know why she's mad, but I feel like I've done something really bad.
すまん。忘れてたのは謝る。協力者として定時連絡は当然の義務だった。
That must satisfy her.
そうよ。状況は何も変わってないんだから、お互いの確認は
That's all. It's only natural to check up on each other, you know. I sigh with relief. It's surprising enough to see Tosaka at my place, so having her get mad at me here is like an out-of-this-world experience. I have to take care of this troublesome situation as fast as possible.
話は分かった。連絡はすぐにするから、遠坂も帰ってくれていい。ここまで来てもらってわざわざすまなかった。
Hey, why make a face like that?
遠坂。要件は分かったから、ひとまず帰って。
I got a bad feeling, so I asked timidly. That must have been the last straw, as Tosaka's good at reading what I fear the most.
いいえ、いい機会だから今日はここで会議する。
Okay. I mean...
まさか、わざわざここまで来た友人を追い返すなんてしないわね。
Damn, pulling that card against Shiro, rip. She smiles like a devil and says a devilish thing.
ここで会議するって、うちに上がるっていうのか。
Yeah, oh yeah. This is her house now, bitch.
何よ、あなただって私の家に上がったでしょ。それに今回が初めてってわけじゃないし、今さら隠すことなんてないんじゃない？
That's right. It was Tosaka that treated my wound on the night I first met Saber. But then I was just confused about this master thing, and the fact that Tosaka was at my house didn't register. Even if we're cooperating, Tosaka's Tosaka. She's a school idol and a girl of my age. It's an outrageous situation for her to come into my house. Wait, why is she coming in?
じゃあお邪魔します。話し合いなんだから今でいいわよね、エミヤくん。
待てってばバカ。いいのかお前。遠坂なのに俺ん家に上がったりしたら大変だぞ。
Ah, Japan. Culture shock.
いいからいいから。 ああ、それと、
Aw.
食べてないからよろしくね。
Dude, Shiro's just like... Dude, Shiro is the maid. More of a maid than anybody else. The intruder, Tosaka Rin, comes into the house.
待てってば。考えなしもほどほどにしろ。
I object in a loud voice, but it has no effect on my enemy. The intruder carelessly goes into the living room, leaving me confused out in the hallway. So, after the three of us have lunch, we talk about our future plans. The topic, of course, is Caster. We talk for about 4 hours on how to beat her at the Ryota Temple, but the results are not good.
はあ、結局正面からの実力行使しかないってわけね。セイバーの話が本当なら、サーバントは正門からしか入れないっていう
And something tells me this is going to be difficult.
そうですね。あの山には霊体に対する強力な結界が張られていますから、私では正門から突入するしか手はありません。クラス的に単独行動が可能であるアーチャーならば、多少の無理は効くでしょうが。
で、無理して疲弊しきった体で境内に上がったキャスターが待ち伏せているわけだろ。
まあね、的を射るあいつが的にされてちゃしょうがないわ。ま、アサシンだけならセイバーとアーチャーのコンビで倒せるだろうけど、境内に上がった後、
Yeah, this is just a mess. If it weren't for Assassin, we could probably have a much better chance at
エミヤ
this.
君の話じゃとんでもない魔力の貯蔵量だっていうし、下手に追い詰めたら流動寺ごと道連れにされかねない。
Oh,
確かにキャスターは潔い死を迎える性質ではないようでしたし、自らが滅びるなら私たちごと爆散しかねない。
セイバー、しれっと怖いってな。キャスターのやつ、追い詰められたら自爆するっていうのか。
するでしょう、そりゃ。
しますね、おそらく。
oh no. They are in perfect unison. Come to think of it, Saber and Tosaka have the same opinions, and it seems like they approve of each other in combat. Both of them are saying not to attack there, so challenging the Ryota Temple must be really hard.
ああ、なんだ。もうこんな時間なんだ。
The clock sound echoes through the living room. It's 6 o'clock, and the sky is tinted red.
とりあえず話し合いはここまでだな。そろそろ夕飯の支度をしないと。
I get up. I'll be making codfish pot tonight. Why did I just turn British for a second there? What? What the? r/suddenly British, the new subreddit. Oh my god, that was great. All I need to do is cook the rice and make something that'll go with the pot.
何よ、エミヤ君。人の顔ジロジロ見ちゃって。
I don't know. Well, why is she making herself at home when we're about to make dinner?
それにさっきからずっと離れているし、そこがエミヤ君の定位置かどうかは知らないけど、話し合いをするんだからもっと近くにいないと
You
不便でしょ。
sneaky, sneaky
なんだって
little
そんなとこにい
devil.
るのよ、あなたは。
That's some like 40 chess move getting to him to be closer. Tosaka, who is sitting magnificently at the table, stares at me, who is sitting at the very corner. There's only one reason why I'm just distancing myself from Tosaka.
バカ言え。俺の定位置はお前が陣取ってるところだよ。それを遠坂が横
She's
取り
gonna
す
have
る
her
からこうな
devilish
ったんだ
smile,
ろ。
right? I complain with all my might. Oh, really? Yeah, I knew it.
そっか。外じゃマスター同士ってことで気になるんだけど、自分の家の中になったら素に戻るってことね。
悪いかバカ。男なんだからこんなの普通の反応だ。
It's strange not to be nervous when it's a girl my age and Tosaka at that. I've been having the meeting normally, frantically telling myself that we're both masters. It's pitiful, but I was nervous throughout the meeting, and I don't know how many cups of tea I had.
でもおかしくない？セイバーだって女の子だし、聞いた話じゃ藤村先生もさくらもここに来るんでしょ？なら私だって似たようなものじゃない。
It's not. Saber and Tosaka are different, Fujine and Tosaka are different, and Sakura and Tosaka are different. Yeah. First of all, I can handle being with Saber because she's someone to fight alongside with.
いいからもう帰れ。うちはこれから夕飯なんだ。大阪も家であーちゃんが待ってるんだろ。
あら、結論が出てもないのに帰れるわけないでし
Yeah,
ょ。
we need to do something tonight. Otherwise, this day would just be a weird one.
夕飯をごちそうになった後、今後の方針を決めるんじゃない。
Oh, I feel really dizzy.
それは
Yeah.
決定してる
Ah,
事項なのか。
Tosaka, you're just warming your way up into this house. You're really putting on the
違
moves.
うの？嫌なら別にいいけど。じゃあエミ
Oh,
ヤ
absolutely. You know,
君は
totally.
キャ
Just
スタ
put
ーに
words
関
in
し
my
ては
mouth.
しばらく放置ってことでいいんだ。
I swallow my words.
シロ、リンの言い分は正しいのではないですか？
No, no, it's a big problem. She's a woman, I'm a man. How can we be in the same room together? What the hell? What? To make things worse, Saber's on Tosaka's side.
わかった。けど、飯が口に合わなくても知らないからな。それと藤村先生も来るだろうから。
わかってるわかってる。エミヤ君の料理の腕はお昼で確認済みだし、藤村先生のことも知ってるわ。
後悔しても知らないからな。
I'd look away from her and head to the kitchen. Then, I wash my hands, go to put on my apron, and notice that it's not there. No. First of all, I don't even remember taking it off after preparing lunch in front of Tosaka.
あれ
I look around. Did she take it? Tosaka looks at me, laughs,
それ
and
と言い忘れてたけど、男の子としてエプロンをつけたまま動き回るのはどうかと思うわよ、エミヤ君。
I have you know that I am a pretty princess in my apron. You will not take that away from me, Tosaka. Never! Speaks with an expression of triumph. This is it. Shiro died that day. I cut the codfish. I cut up the cabbage and the white radishes grated.
よし。次は出し取った鍋に具を入れて火をつけるだけ。
You know, as a person who only eats one meal a day, it's so fucking weird to see so many varieties of food being eaten in one day. Also, like, what the hell is their grocery bill? Unless food is, like, cheaper than it is... Like, dude, food is expensive. Like, so expensive. It's crazy. The pot is boiling. It's a simple dish, so the soup is like the only thing I can work on. That went well, so all that's left is to prepare the plates.
ただいまー。寒い寒い。雪降ってきたよ。
There's commotion as Fujine comes home.
おかえり。雪降ってきたんだ、外。
うん、小ぶりだけど結構積もりそうよ。は、今夜は鍋物だ。さすがシロ、冴えてるじゃない。気分もいいし、お酒とか飲んじゃおっかな。
Okay, drunk Fujine sounds terrifying. Fujine goes into the living room saying scary things.
お邪魔しています、藤村先生。あ、遠坂さんだ。どうしたの？シロんちで会うなんて珍しいね。
Fujine naturally accepts Tosaka's greeting. She hums, goes past the living room, and comes into the kitchen.
へえ、いいタラじゃない。雪見のタラは極上だって言うし、ますますお酒が似合いそう。
I don't know, that flavor combination seems odd to me. Fujine opens the refrigerator. Then, after taking out a snack and eating it, do you notice his Rin? Oh!
なんで遠坂さんが白いとこにいるのか。ちょっと遠坂さん、お邪魔してますじゃないでしょ。
After swallowing her snack, Fujine marches into the living room.
何って、エミヤ君の家で夕飯をご馳走されているのですが。
Damn!
そういう
Oh!
藤村先生こそ
Roasted.
チャイムも押さずに上がり込んでくるなんて非常識ではないんですか？
Tosaka Savage. The Tosaka army calmly counterattacks Fujine. Dude, that's what you call the fan base, the Fate fan base, the Tosaka army. She's easily... I don't know, man. Saber's pretty popular, but I swear to God, from my experience on the internet, Rin is the most popular from my experience.
私はこの家の監督役なんです。シロ、エミヤ君のお父さんから任されているんですから、ここでは家族も同然なの。そうなんですか。じゃあ改めて挨拶をしますね。
Bro, that passive aggressiveness is brilliant.
お邪魔しています、藤村先生。今日は一日ここで過ごしていました。 夕食後もエミヤくんとは試験勉強しますけど、どうぞお構いなく。シロじゃなくてエミヤくん、これはどういうことですか？遠坂さんと勉強会を開くなんて、
she decided that for me.
そんなことになってたのよ。先生、呼びにくいのでしたら無理をなさらずに。別に先生がエミヤくんをどう呼ぼうと私には関係ありませんから。呼び捨てにしようがちゃんをつけようが。
What do you mean you respect people's privacy, Tosaka? I don't believe that for a second.
遠坂さん、もしかしてさくらちゃんから聞いてる？そう、残念ですが麻藤さんが何を話していたのかも個人のプライバシーですから、その質問には答えられません。
Shinji's like devil sensor just goes off. His devil trigger, if you will. He just gets this sudden itch in his back whenever he feels the presence of Rin's just insane devilish behavior. Fujine falters in front of Tosaka's smile. I understand how Fujine feels. You feel pressured and cornered when she makes that smile.
勝負あったな。ありゃ放っておいても大丈夫だ。
Actually, it wasn't even a match to begin with. It's only a matter of time before Tosaka knocks Fujine down. I'll let Tosaka take care of it and I'll go cook dinner. The snow stops before the pot is empty. It only snowed for about 2 hours, so I bet there's only a bit of snow out there. Yeah, it should melt relatively fast.
シロ、食器流しに集めといてよ。
サンキュー。んじゃ、さっさと済ませるか。
I get up and head to the kitchen.
洗い物？なら私がやろっか。ご馳走されっぱなしじゃバランスが取れないし。
Tosaka gets up as Fujine sits down. Forgive my yawn. The proposal is delightful, but I can't let a guest do the dishes.
貸しにしとく。食ったばかりなんだからおとなしくしてろよ。ところで、藤姉は後で風呂を沸かすこと。
はいはい、わかってまーす。
Fujine is obedient, maybe because she's full now. Yeah, once you stuff a Fujine, that's when she's happy. It'd be easy for me if she were always like this, but that'd be kind of boring as well. Another plate? Dude, Shiro's on a roll tonight. I dropped another plate. It's been 20 minutes since I started doing the dishes. This is the second plate I've dropped on the floor. I can't excuse myself saying that it's because my left hand is numb. I must be lacking concentration if I'm dropping dishes because of such a small problem. I calmly think for a second that I should put it off until my left arm heals, but I shake off the idea. I roll up my sleeves and continue with the dishes. I can only accept it if it's some outside factor, but I can't accept an internal factor causing it. There's no way I can't win against myself, so I can't admit defeat. As a result, I recklessly increase the damage. This is the third plate I've dropped. I put a towel below me after I dropped the first one, so it fortunately did not break. So it shouldn't be a problem, but... Saber is there? Oh, Tosaka's watching. It's really awkward having Tosaka's eyes on me every time I drop a plate.
藤村先生、レミヤ君っていつもああなんですか?
I can hear Tosaka from the living room.
バカ言わないで。シロはお茶を割ったことなんて今まで一度もなかったんだから。
A little bit. Just
遠坂さんを
like
意識して
10% of
緊
it.
張してるのよ。もちろん外敵として。
Enemy? Yes, we are sworn enemies. Dude, I tell you, Issei would be happy. Dude, Issei is gonna become best buds with Fujine now. They're gonna be homies. The anti-Tosaka force. Fujine adds. Tosaka ignores her and stares at me. This is hard. Oh yeah, half my body is numb, so if she watches me and distracts me. Whoa! I cluck my tongue and look down the broken plate. This is the fourth one now. I knew I was going to drop it, but I couldn't move my left hand quickly enough. I slowly look behind me. She's watching me. Tosaka is observing me really closely. Then, she suddenly gets up and comes over here.
Emiya-kun, 私がやるから休んでいて。
That was very kind of you, Tosaka. Thank you.
いや、それは。
割れた皿は踏まないでね。どこにしまえばいいのかは見当がつくから、あなたはお茶でも飲んでなさい。
Ah, you do have a sweet side. Tosaka rolls up her sleeves and stands by the sink. I guess it can't be helped. It's hard to stop Tosaka when she makes up her mind, and to be honest, it's vexing. But Tosaka looks so beautiful when she's washing the dishes that I'm fascinated by her figure. Been there before, dude. Like, I feel you, Shiro. I was in this exact position one time, and I was like, holy frick, man, this person's beautiful. Fujine's the only one in the living room when I get out of the bath. Tosaka's shoes are still at the entrance, and I bet Saber's at the dojo. It's almost 9 o'clock now, eh? What? Mandarin. Triple choice. Spend time with people. Okay. As much as I want to hang with Tosaka, I think we need to get let Saber have some time with us. So let's go talk to Saber at the dojo. I guess I'll go talk to Saber. Yeah, what is your favorite food? Please be hamburgers. I nod. Even though I came to the dojo, my body's still numb. I can't train with Saber, and I don't feel like discussing dangerous things right now, so I ask her about her food preferences. Well, it's just that I want to know about Saber. No, but it's small talk, Saber. Come on. I'll show you anything, but I do wonder what her favorite food is. Dude, I really need to see Shiro on Kitchen Nightmares. I really want to see some fan art of Gordon Ramsay with Shiro cooking, dude. That would be the best. Could you imagine that? Saber completely changes and watches me seriously. Well, it seemed like Saber was enjoying my food, so I'm glad to hear that, but... Weak points. No reason at all. Yeah, totally.
好き嫌いがはっきり分かれば献立も立てやすくなるし今よりいくらか上手くなると思うけど協力しますマスターどうぞ遠慮なく質問してください
Oh my, I love you, Saber. I love you so much. The second she realizes that food is gonna be better, she's like, I'm on board, I cooperate. Saber says Japanese style. We need a Japanese style counter. Saber says Japanese style. Saber says... She's pumped, as if she's about to start a match. She's right in front of us. Dude, she hungry girl. Hungry girl. Hungry. She urges me silently. This is unexpected, but I also set down Japanese style to face Saber.
Saber, 甘いものは苦手か?
問題ありません。どちらかというと好きな部類です。
そっか。なら反対に辛いものは。
I love spicy stuff.
そちらも問題ありません。運動した後の刺激はありがたい。
Eating spicy after a workout? Is that a good idea? I mean, I know capsaicin has metabolic properties to it, but...
甘辛どっちも OK と。じゃあもうちょっと細かく言って青物はいける口か?
Dude, vegetables are such a mixed bag for me. Like, you have the delicious vegetables. Like, the three vegetables that I find to be, like, delicious when eating is cucumber, carrots, and celery. Celery is weird because it's the only reason I like it is because of the texture and crunch that it gives, and like the watery kind of effect of it. It's a very gross taste, but once you start eating it, it tastes better as you get farther down the stick. I also like spinach. Spinach is actually delicious. I prefer it to lettuce, rather, a lot. Lettuce is kind of mid. Other than that, I have had broccoli only like a couple times, and it's like mid. Like, I don't know. It's gross to me. Just a little gross. Like, if I was forced to eat it, I would do it, but it's not like I'd want to. I'd pass easily. And that's about it on my vegetables. I do need to eat, like, I need to go try different kinds, because I have such a limited pool, you know? There's like cauliflower, squash, penis, eggplant, that's it. I had to think penis before eggplant because of the purple emoji.
いけます。菜食主義というわけではありませんが、みずみずしい野菜は食事に欠かせない。
じゃあ反対に肉類はどうだ？鶏、豚、牛と苦手なのがあったら言ってくれ。あと調理方法も好きなのがあったらどうぞ。
Chicken is supreme, and I will fight anyone who disagrees with me. Chicken is the best meat, so fight me. Yeah, pork eaters are weird. Imagine thinking that pork is better. Fucking weirdos. And then there's the beef squad, thinking that this red, beefy beef is delicious. I'm just being a dick. Oh, fun fact, I've never had beef before. I bet you no one believes that. But it's the truth. There's just something about beef that freaks me out. I'm a very picky eater, and due to some childhood trauma, it's very hard for me to try new foods without physically getting sick to my stomach. Like, I genuinely mean that. It's awful. You know, I would love to try more food, but every time I want to try something, I get physically sick and ill, and my anxiety skyrockets to the point I'm gonna have a panic attack. I know that sounds stupid. I think there's an actual condition for this. It's a phobia. It's due to being forced as a kid. God, this is getting dark. I was forced to eat things as a kid that I didn't like, and was reprimanded if I didn't finish my plate, and it was absolutely yelled at and screamed at. And there were times where I'd have to eat things that just made me physically sick to my stomach, and if I didn't, I'd get reprimanded for it. Wasn't my parents, it was a stupid fucking uncle. And ever since then, I've been picky, which is unfortunate. Also, fun fact, I eat pizza without any toppings. Yes, I peel the cheese off the pizza. I don't eat anything on it. Dude, don't knock it before you try it, bro. Pizza is delicious. Okay, just think about it. Bread is delicious. You got the crunchy, crispy crust. Marinara sauce is like this zesty, tangy, delicious combination on that bread. And it tastes amazing. You know? So, yeah. Why are we on a food tangent? What kind of crack am I smoking to go on about food like I guess Saber really gets me into the mood. Everybody watching this just left the video. My viewer retention goes down at this point. For those of you sticking around, what is your favorite food? Do you like beef? Should I try more foods? I don't fucking know. Am I weird for eating pizza without toppings? Let me know. But dude, to tell you what, Saber gets me in the mood.
そのような贅沢は言いません。肉料理は食事の花だ。
Yeah, for most people. Vegetarians, I feel so bad. Like, God, that would get, like, you'd get used to it, but that just sounds atrocious to have to deal with every day.
シローが調理してくれたものは全て驚くほど美味しかったので、今後も自由に作ってほしい。
The thing is, most vegetarians are low-carb diets as well. So it's like you don't even get to enjoy carbs either.
そうなんだ。ちょっと本題からはそれるけど、
It's way different.
セイバーのいたところの料理ってどんなんだったんだ？
Hey, why do you have to think of it over?
いや、じゃあそのうまいまずいの感想とかならどうかな。
雑でした。
She's never had a good meal until now. Well, even really? You were king and your meals were shit? She murmurs. An opinion filled with hatred comes out of her. An evil emotion, unsuited to Saber, dissatisfaction with incompetent people, and self-loathing for being an unbelievable.
とにかく話を戻そう。最後のカテゴライズとして魚介類はどうだ？魚料理は結構出してたけど、貝類はまだ食べてないよな。
Again, fish freaks me out. I don't know why it does, but it's also salmon. Like, it's pink. For some reason, meat that isn't white freaks me out too. It's weird. I know. I just, it's something in my stupid psyche of mine. The only fish, like, I've had salmon once, and I've had shrimp before, but it's like the bad for you shrimp that's battered and oil and like fucking shit. But I'm just not a fish guy. All I know is that if I ever want to go to any part of Asia, I'm gonna be fucked unless I get ready to try tons of new foods. Really, the best part of Asian cuisine for me is the rice.
そうですね。私もあまり口にしたことはありませんが、海産物は体にいい。
It's
食すまでの
arguably
手間を考慮しないのなら、好きな食べ物に入るでしょう。
arguably the healthiest meat. Not the best for like bodybuilding or for your muscles, but definitely the best for just your body in general. I see. So you like sweet and spicy things and stuff like vegetables, meat, and fish, huh? So what do you not like?
聞き方が悪かった。セイバー、どうしてもダメな
This is
食
gonna
べ
be
物って
funny.
ある？
Please say something insanely like odd off the wall.
いえ、その心配は無用ですしろ。私に嫌いなものなどありません。
Guys, it's confirmed. Saber eats ass. Well, I don't want to say this after I asked her so much, but I'm beginning to feel like these questions are meaningless.
なるほど、なるほど。なんだ。つまり、セイバーは何でも食べるってこと？
This sounds like the start of a dojin to me.
はい。美味しいものなら分け隔てなくいただきます。こと食事に関して私に弱点は
Dude,
な
I
いです。
envy you, Saber. Can you give that power to me, please? Saber puffs with pride. I see. These questions seem meaningless, but I figured out one important fact. It's that I don't know how angry Saber will get if I get lazy and make a sloppy meal. That's when you will face Saber's true wrath. Well, I have to get myself together and go talk to Tosaka about the serious matter. My body. Ooh woo. We get away from Fujine, who's in the living room, and continue to the meeting out of the porch. I expected it not to finish so easily because we've talked so much since noon, but...
竜道寺に挑むのは現段階では無理よ。こっちで罠を仕掛けてキャスターをおびき出すしかないでしょう。
It's great. These last couple days have been very, like, short and to the point. I imagine that, like, the next 5... There's how many days left in the game? Like 6 days? 7 or so? I'm gonna assume every one of them is gonna be insane from now on. Tosaka concludes.
いや、それはその通りなんだな。
Because we have so much plot to cover.
問題は罠をどうするかだけど、まあ2、3心当たりがあるからエミヤ君は待機していて。最悪あなたとセイバーには餌になってもらうから。
After seeing something dangerous, Tosaka opens the sliding door. The cold air comes in. Maybe this porch is special, as it's only a bit chilly. It's just like that night 5 years ago. Ah, sad. This porch is warm enough to be able to sit down and watch the moon even during wintertime.
いい結界ね。私の家とは違って人間の情を感じる。
Tosaka murmurs while sitting at the porch, staring into the
ちょ
yard.
っと付き合わない？なんでもない話があるんだけど。
That's sweet. Just knowing that how significant this area is, I like that. I sit next to her silently. You know... There's something truly special sitting under the night sky with a woman that you truly care about and talking about useless things. Serious things, funny things, dumb things, it doesn't matter. It's such a relaxing thing, you know? So, this is nice. I like to see this. Shiro deserves a little break like this, and I'm enjoying getting to see Tosaka and Shiro bond like that. She said she wants to talk, but she doesn't say anything. It's just to enjoy the moment, you know? I can't do anything else, so I stare at the yard absent-mindedly. I can't see the moon. My breath is white, probably because it snowed earlier. When I look to my side, Tosaka is staring at the yard with white breath as well. I can touch her shoulder if I move a bit. Oh lord. Feels are hitting me, not just because of the music, but I can't explain. I'm not disturbed by that fact. Is it because I'm getting used to it, or because of the winter night? Tosaka is so close to me, but I feel so calm. I ask her, feeling that she's waiting for that question.
ちょっとね。このうちって特殊だから。人の振り見て我が振り直せじゃないけど、そのエミヤ君はそのままでもいいのかなってふと思った。
そのままでいいって半人前でいいってことかよ。
そうじゃないんだけど、そうなのかもね。エミヤ切り継ぐって人がどんな魔術師だったか知らないけど、
It's funny that you say that
この
here,
屋敷
huh?
はすごく自然なのよ。四方の門は開け放たれていて、入るのも帰るのもご自由にって感じ。
Basically.
きっと守るべきものがないから何者にも縛られないのよ。あなたのお父さんが魔術師じゃなくて魔術使いになれって言ったのはそういうことなんだと思う。何にもない代わりにどこへだって行けるんだから。
How poignant. Rin really cares.
なんだ、遠坂はそうじゃないのか。
ええ、私の家は違う。近所じゃ幽霊屋敷って言われてるけど
That's odd.
事実その通りなのよね。時々ね、なんか違うなって思うんだけど、これが変えられないのよ。呪われてるとかそういうんじゃなくて、私自身そういうあり方が気に入っちゃってるわけ。
それはつまり
お
自分が人格だと気がついた時か。
思うんだけど、エミヤ君って歯に絹着せないたち
Nah,
よ
he's
ね。
brutally honest.
そうか。遠坂を見習って回り
Yeah,
くどく言ったつもり
Rin
な
is
の
the
か。
queen of being indirect.
まったく、そういうところが直球だって言ってるの。
She sighs and hangs her head. Her sigh is white and slowly melts into the cold night. Seeing her face makes me remember the red school. Tosaka didn't say anything when she saw the unconscious students. In spite of her shaking knees, she bit her lip and acted firm as usual. I realized at that time that she might be killing her true self by acting like a perfect magus. Yep, that's her character flaw. It's the fact that she is a kind-hearted individual forced to play the role of a magus that is cut off from emotion and only acts for the goal itself to reach the root and gather the grail.
遠坂はきつかったのか。
I get uneasy, so I ask.
魔術の修行がおあいにくさま。苦しいの
It's
に
not
思
what
った
he's
ことはな
asking,
か
I
ったわ。
think.
大抵のことはすんなりこなせたし、できなくて挫折したことなんてなかったしね。それに新しいことを覚えるのは楽しかった。さっきも言ったでしょ、私
That's specifically why I'm worried, Tosaka. She simply says so. There's no bluff, nor lie in her statement. Tosaka is smiling.
そっか。なら学校はどうなんだ？魔術師としてやっていくんなら、
It's a fair
学校に行っ
point.
ても無意味なんじゃないか。
I'm sure Rin just enjoys it.
無意味とまではいかないけど寄り道でしょうね。
Technically, yeah.
けど無駄じゃないわよ。学生って楽しいもの。私ね、基本的に快楽主義者なの。父さんの後を継ぐのは義務だけど、それだって自分が楽しくなければやらないわ。マスターになったのだって自分の力を試したいからだし。
Because you're
エ
funny.
ミヤ君と協力してるのだってあなたが面白いからだし。
Shiro sure has an odd charm to him, you know? Ignoring the comment that I'm funny, my worries disappear. A family of magi. I thought Tosaka was carrying a dark shadow because she's bound by a heavy history and bloodline. But that was just my prejudice. The Tosaka family is not a burden on her and she's done what she wanted up to now.
そうか。遠坂が楽しそうでよかった。
ありがとう。で、もちろんそういうエミヤ君も楽しかったんでしょ？
Tosaka says so as if it's natural, but I can't nod
ちょっ
back.
とどうして黙るのよ。エミヤ君のお父さんは強制しなかったんでしょ？それでも続けたってことは魔術が楽しかったからじゃないの？
Man, Shiro's a sad character when you think about it. I don't think he's ever thought about this. He's just doing it. Of course he's never thought about it being fun.
あ、いや、
I don't think I ever considered it fun. Yeah, he would have never even thought about it that way. For Emi and Shiro, magic has always been a life-threatening trial. I know I don't have the aptitude, but I clung on to it, wanting to be like Kiritsugu. For my first year, I trained all the time except for sleeping and eating. I honed my sensitivity, facing death every night. I just repeated it for 8 years. I didn't think it was tough, but I didn't think it was fun.
待った。ちゃんと答えて、エミヤ君。私、とんでもない勘違いをしてたかもしれないから。
Tosaka glares at me seriously. Crap. I have to answer her if she makes a face like that.
そうだな。魔術の修行を楽しいと思ったことはなかった。魔術の修行も
There you go.
魔術そのものも楽しいと思ったことはない。けど、俺は周りが幸せならそれで嬉しかったんだ。だから魔術を習っておけばいつか誰かのためになれるかなって。俺はキリツグのような正義の味方になりたかった。
I'm loving this conversation. It's so nice to see these two finally speak heart to heart. I want more scenes like this.
じゃあ何？あんた、自分のために魔術を習ったんじゃないの？
Shiro has never done anything for himself. It's always for the other people around him. He's nothing but a husk. It's almost like he's a walking ideal. A walking paradox, if you will.
いや、自分のためじゃないのか、これって。誰かのためになれれば俺だって嬉しいんだから。
You're such a sad guy, Shiro, when you think about it.
あのね、それは嬉しいんであって楽しくはないの。いい？私が言ってるのはエミヤ君自身が楽しめることよ。周りはどうこうじゃなくて自分から楽しいと思えることはないのかって聞いてるの。
I don't think he has anything. Tosaka roars out. Even if she says so, I can't answer what I don't know. I can't think of anything that's fun for me, and most of all, I'm not qualified to have such a wish. Whoa. That guilt.
要するにあんた、人のことばっかりで自分に焦点が合ってないのよ。
I've been in this position before. It's really hard to have someone who cares about you be angry at you for not caring about yourself. I understand what Shiro's going through at this moment. She suddenly stands up and points at me. Objection! Ow! That fingernail. Your finger, no, your nail is touching my nose.
うるさい、口答えするな。ああ、もう似てるって思ってたけど、まさかここまで一緒とは思わなかった。
Who? We're Rejecting my protest, Tosaka closes in on me even more.
落ち着け父さん。お前なんでそんなに怒ってるんだ。
Archer? Talk about
そ
Archer?
れがわからないやつだから頭に来てるの。もうどうして誰も一言言ってやらないのよ。
She shakes her fist. I'll have to stay silent for now. I'll stay quiet until Tosaka's anger goes away. So, after venting for a while...
いいわ、決めた。明日あんたに参ったって言わせてやる
Okay.
から。
Sure thing, Tosaka. I'd love to see you try. She says so as if smacking me with a glove.
そうだな。まさかいつかの続きをする気か。
That fight, of course, is when she chased me around the school. I was cornered and had to surrender, but the match wasn't settled because of writer's interruption.
そうよ。いいから首を洗って待ってなさい。とっておきにスペシャルなのを味合わせてやるんだ
Let's
か
see.
ら。
Tosaka psychs herself up before walking off into the living room. I don't know what's going to happen, so should I be ready for anything? Anyway, I have to take Tosaka home. It's almost 10 o'clock. I don't know if Fujine will say if I keep a girl in my place for so long.
今なんて言ったのシロ？
だから遠坂を送っていくって言ったんだよ。だってのにあいつどこうろちょ
It's
ろしてん
quite
だ。
late for a long walk,
い
yeah.
い加減帰らないとまずいだろう。
Fujine is watching me with blank amazement. That's weird. Fujine should approve right away, but she doesn't seem to be in a hurry.
遠坂さんなら今頃別棟じゃないかな。お客さんだし、泊まるならちゃんとした客間にしないとダメでしょ。
よし、別棟か。って
Yeah,
ふざけるな、藤根。
that's
今
awesome.
何かおかしなこと言わなかっ
That's
たか。
awesome.
まあ、おかしなこと言ってるのはシロでしょ。今日はもう遅いから遠坂さんを止めるんでしょ。遠坂さん、さっきそう言いに来たけど。
Dude, Tosaka took it upon herself. She knew. She's having a big brain moment. She knew. She knew that Shiro would try to walk her home, dude. She frickin' knew it.
止まるって遠坂が。
そうよ。あ、けどおかしなことしたらダメだからね。
Yeah, don't do anything weird.
私も和室で寝てるし、客間から悲鳴なんて上がったら一発であの世行きなんだから。
Fujine munches on the rice cracker. She seems normal, and it seems she thinks nothing of the emergency situation of having Tosaka stay over.
あいつ。
Looks like Fujine has surrendered to Tosaka.
ああ、ちょうどよかった。私、右の客間を借りるから。
Then, the alien I bump into on the way to the outbuilding says so lightheartedly. Her appearance makes my head spin. She's not in her uniform. This person is in my hallway saying something ridiculous.
ああ、これ泊まることにしたから、アーチャーに行って宿泊道具一式を持ってこさせたの。
Nice.
ちょっと大丈夫？疲れてるなら早めに寝なさいよね。
Bruh.
明日の朝、寝坊なんてしたら承知しないんだから。
Waving goodbye, she goes down the hallway leading to the outbuilding. In a daze, I watch her go and look at myself in the mirror. My face is as red as an apple. Damn it! What's she thinking, sleeping in the same house even if we're far away from each other?
風呂入り直そうかな。
I feel that, bro. I take multiple baths sometimes just to de-stress. I'll pour cold water onto myself and cool my burning face down. I'll have to do so or I won't be able to concentrate on my training, having Tosaka in my head. Time to go to the shed. The lights go out. It's midnight. Right when the date changes, I concentrate on my training while looking up at the frozen moon.
トレース。
I insert a new nerve into my spine. I make a magic circuit within me, make magical energy, and understand the structure of the wooden sword in my hand.
基本骨子解明。
I put magical energy into it and strengthen the wooden sword. I analyze the structure, alter it, and reinforce the matter.
構成材質。補強。
The usual process goes too smoothly. I don't know if it's because I became a master, but I can now easily strengthen things which used to have a success rate in the 0.01 digits, and I can make a magic circuit in a flash. Oh man, that's some impressive improvement. No, it's not because I became a master. I'm only copying it. His swords. I'm only imitating that knight in red that I saw at the Ryota temple. I'm imitating his twin swords, his sword technique, and now even his breathing. Dude, you guys are like the same. Like, what the fuck?
偽物だ。こんなの俺のものじゃない。
I can't help but feel self-hatred. Emiya Shiro's skills improve just by imitating him. Is this like a Kingdom Hearts fan? Is like a Sora Roxas thing? Something like that? Like they're connected in that way? I swear to God. I know it's not my own power, but I have to rely on it. It was because of his techniques that I was able to fight off the bone creatures at school. And it was because of his projected swords that I was able to fend off Kuzuki's attacks. Even now, I know that I can reproduce these swords if I seriously follow the manufacturing process. Not trace on, sympathy start, but the trace on, projection start. The words are still the same. There's no need to change the spell if it still works on me. First of all, I only know and can use one spell to change myself. I put down the strengthened wooden sword. The left side of my body is still numb. I was optimistic that it would heal if I rested today, but it wasn't that convenient. If this is the compensation for magic above my level, duplicating Archer's twin swords, I might destroy myself if I project one more time. Yeah. It's like we need advice. Archer, come give us a long talk, and then like you did in the Fate route. I remove the nerve inside my spine. My body is free of the poison called the magic circuit, and tension escapes my body. Then... Oh, hello, Saber. Saber quietly comes inside. I must be relaxed, done with my daily routine. My voice is surprisingly gentle. I answer her smile with a smile. Saber agrees and sits next to me. He's consistent. I wish I had Shiro's consistency. Oh, Kiritsugu. Those last 3 years must have been amazing. I can tell that I'm smiling as I tell the story about my past, the 5 years between the time of the fire and Kiritsugu's death. Oh, it was 5, that's right. Come to think of it, that might have been the best time of my life. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's crazy to think about Kiritsugu being immature and childish. Oh, Merlin? I'm pretty sure it's Merlin she's talking about. Maybe I'm wrong. Can someone tell me? Because, you know, I'm dumb. Is she stunned or smiling? Saber talks about her past and swallows her words a bit. And after a brief silence, she's just coming out with it. She questions me with straight eyes about what I didn't want her to know. I explained it to her and how it felt weird from this morning, how it's not affecting my movements, and how it's probably the feedback from last night's projection magic. Saber looks at me with uneasy eyes when I try to smile back to her, telling her it's alright. Oh! Yeah, okay. This is a Poggers moment, dude. Archer's here. That's what I want. I want Archer to just talk to us. Give us what we need to hear. The knight in red is standing at the door. Saber jumps up as if to protect me. Yeah, he probably came over because Rin didn't come home. To her, he's an enemy that assaulted me. And he's an enemy to me as well. He's putting that again. What are you... Why are you, like, just self-projecting? Those words he said before he slashed me would not get out of my head. Oh, that. Okay, it wasn't that he just said it again. It was that he was remembering what he said.
何用だアーチャー。我らは互いに不可侵の協定を結んでいるはず。己が主の命を守るのなら、早々に立ち去るがよい。
Archer does not answer, but takes another step.
止まるがいい。それ以上進むのならば、相応の覚悟をしてもらおう。
Saber's enmity turns into an intent to kill.
待つんだセイバー。あいつにその気はない。それにここで戦うわけにはいかないだろう。
それはそうですが、シロ。
いいから。で、要件はなんだよ、アーチャー。お前のことだ。挨拶しに来たわけでもないんだろう。
I push Saber aside and confront Archer. I still don't like him. Our mentalities are different, but more than that, I just can't deal with him. I feel a chill running up my spine the instant I see him. I bet he falls under the category of natural enemy.
You're
so odd, Archer.
投影をしたとリンから聞いていたが、やはりそうだ。
Has he been through this before?
動作が中寄りに7センチほどずれているのだろう。
I gasp. Archer's comment is so accurate that it's scary.
体を見せてみろ。力になれる。
Dude, Archer's gonna be a homie and help us out? Archer reaches out.
いい。よすんだセイバー。体を見せればいいんだな、アーチャー。
Ah, that's right. Strip from me, Shiro. What? I said strip from me. Listen, I hate you, but we're not gonna turn this into something gay, are we? I don't know, man. Would you look at this Gar body and tell me any different? Oh my god. I take my top off and show him my back. Archer silently places his hand on my back. I feel a small pain, sensation. I feel heat on the numb left side of my body as if needles are picking at it. Oh, cool. Oh man, we would have been boned if it was necrosis. Yeah, that doesn't make sense. Let's hear.
そうだ。お前は勘違いをしているようだがな。魔術界のとは作るものではなく表すものだ。そのような勘違いをしているから本来使われるはずの回路が放棄され、お前の死や輪には考えられない盲点だろうよ。
A heretic? Magic circuits connected to your nerves. That can't be good.
お前の麻痺は一時的なものだ。今まであったというのに使われていなかった回路に全開で魔力を通した結果。
Thankfully it'll go away then.
だが何にせよ放棄されていた区画に風が通ったのだ。いずれ神経は通常の機能を持つ。
Yeah, you speak from experience. The needles poke my back again. I feel a definite thumping from my numb body.
こんなところか。体が動く頃には以前よりはマシな魔術になっているだろう。
Archer, let's go.
では、シロの体に異常はないと。
今までが異常だったのだ。いや、異常を眠らせたまま終わるのが正常な人間のせいだ。ともあれ、明日一日は魔術を使おうと思うな。治りかけた神経が焼き付いたら、麻痺では。
That's gonna be bad, because shit's gonna hit the fan again. It's been too long since a huge event happened.
詳しいのですね、アーチャー。
似たような経験があってな。私も初めは片腕を持っていかれ
た。Badass. He turns and tries to leave. I stop him. I want to know why he helped me now after trying to kill me before.
なんだ。
Back!
セイバーに頼み。
Back!
いつぞやの続きでも。
Back!
そんなことするか。ただ聞きたいだけだ。
Yes! Drown in your ideals and die. The meaning of it. The uneasiness in my brain won't go away unless I hear it out from him. I'm being as literal as possible, Shiro. There's no hesitation. Archer declares seriously. That pisses me off so much that my whole vision turns white. His goal was already completed, man. But I do understand what Shiro means. Why is he fighting? Such a cop-out answer, man. You're hiding it. That's crazy. Like, that's such a polar opposite to Shiro. Like, Archer's trying to embody the, like, everything for yourself and not on others, despite the fact that he lived to save other people. Shiro is so selfless, and to see him be the opposite of that is really cool. That's what it is. Is this really your desire? You know? Like, Shiro is such a complex character that... What is it that he truly desires? This seems fake. It seems like something that shouldn't have happened. This whole mess. My mind freezes. What did he just say? Yeah, is this our own will? I love it. This poses a great question. Yeah, this is awesome, dude. Nasu is an incredible writer. Just, yes. In a word, it is a fake. Yeah. That is so cool. That is so cool, dude. I love, oh my god, the philosophy in this game, man. Archer, man. It's almost like Shiro is this fake. Like, he's everything that Archer isn't, but also everything that he is. If my theory holds up that Shiro's a reincarnated Archer, it's almost like Shiro's like a fake. Like, he can't live up to the original. He's this fake. An imitation. A projection, if you will. I can't talk. I can't think of any objections. Archer's words pierce my heart like arrows. But it goes the same for Saber as well. Yeah. It's a very interesting way to think about that. I am not sure if I agree or disagree. I don't know. Oh, wow. That's an interesting analogy. I can't speak. Something I have to say is wrong, so why? Wow, God, you're a savage, Archer. Yeah, legitimately. Drown in your ideals and die. This is brilliant. No, that's... God, this game is so good! Oh! That's speaking from experience, you sly dog. He turns his red back to us and leaves. I can't think of anything to say. The darkness falls. We cannot look at one another and just stare at the back of the guy who's no longer there. That was awesome. That was freaking amazing. Oh, that's just... It just ends there. Witchcraft. Okay, we're gonna go fight Caster today. Awesome. Alright. That was a good-ass day. That end was perfect. And the talk with Osaka. Alright. I don't have much else to say other than I'm loving this game. It's making me... Just, this route is so cool. Shiro and Rin's dynamic has been great. Saber's hungry food, Fujine cuteness, and Archer Shiro is like the best part of this route, man. Gilgamesh, frickin' Shinji, there's so much goodness, and we're gonna get into some crazy plot for the next episode, you know? So, my throat is on fire right now because I've been recording. This isn't even a long recording technically. An hour and 52 minutes is short for some of the ones I've done before, but my throat hurts. So I'm thinking I'm just going to end this here. Keep this short and sweet. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. And if you stayed all the way to the end, I just want to say thank you so very much. I really do appreciate it, and it helps the channel immensely. If you haven't already, be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't, of course, and leave a comment. Tell me what you thought, and any other things on your mind. Really, I'd love to hear it. Thanks for watching, everybody. I appreciate all of you, and I'm excited to continue. I hope you all are too. Also, lastly, whether it's morning, day, evening, or night, wherever it is that you are, please be sure to stay safe and take care out there. Bye-bye, everybody.